Gosh, guys, what the heck?
Can someone call the freaking paramedics? I want to blow my brains out right now. And
I'm going to tell you right now, being a Chargers fan is not for the weak. It is not for the weak, boys.
Oh my gosh.
Holy crap, dude. Woo!
I'm literally watching
my
what
gosh.
they're saying right now, and they're like, dude, what the hell is going on with Brandon Staley? Kick the ball down the field. Why do they even do that? Makes no sense, boys and girls. All right, guys, we got plenty we want to talk about. There's a lot to discuss. Guys, let's get into it.
Let's go.
I'm Dale Henley. You watching the Boat Bros podcast? Let's do it!
Okay, guys, I don't even know why I'm drinking an energy drink right now because I don't need any energy at all because I swear to God, my heart is so jacked right now. I'm at like one. I should stop.
Dude,
I should stop.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about it is, like, you don't need a stimulant to watch a Chargers game at all for your heart, dude. Like, just being a Chargers fan in general, you're going to deal with these type of games all the dang time. Now, it's unbelievable. Like, all right, good thing we found a way to get a dub.
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks for the heart attack. Yeah.
That's what I kept saying to you guys. Buckle up, boys.
Look at how red my face is right now, guys. Like, I'm like dying right now.
Dude, it is unbelievable what was just happening right now. But
unbelievable.
Unbelievable. You heard it.
Unbelievable. But this is so typical of Chargers, though.
Yes.
Like, regardless of whatever coach, I'll just throw it out there.
Good point.
That's basically what the Chargers are in a nutshell.
Yes.
Finding a way to be able to get ahead. You seem like you got the momentum. You find a way to basically allow the team to come back, and then you find some way to do something stupid at some point. And sometimes it doesn't go our way, but I don't know what it is, but I'll say this. Brandon Staley's made odd choices like this all the time.
Yeah.
And I should
say the least.
To say the least. I think it was the Browns game last year.
Yeah,
where
I was thinking that.
Browns game.
Yeah.
Very similar to what happened here. And we found a way to win. Like, it was like, dude, they had a field goal chance and missed it. Like, I think those little bugs that were flying around in Cleveland at that time knocked that ball out of the way for them. I can't remember the name of the bugs, but goodness gracious, guys, heart attack. Oh,
yeah, guys, like, take your heart medications before every game. I mean, holy smokes, folks. Like, I'm literally sitting here going, what in the look, it's an analytics thing, right? I get it, 4th and 1, whatever, give it to Kelly. But there's so many arguments. Like, I remember even people talking about Austin Eckler sitting out only because he wanted to prove to the Chargers that he's worth more money.
Yep.
And I get it, right? Why not, right? Okay. So let's get into some slides real quick. We did put up some slides.
Cool.
And we just want to let's just get into that, guys. Throw your questions out. And you're right. Hey, Carlos, holy shit, insane, bro.
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
Yeah.
If you were on the thread on YouTube, because we have the Sunday ticket, I was just swearing. I'm like, I don't like swearing, guys, but oh my god, dude, I was just dying.
Yeah.
I promise you, everyone wants to rip this man's head off his body again.
Even though we got to win,
God, dude,
there's no reason to make that call.
Look, like, I'll give you a couple scenarios about that, though. Like,
okay, punt it. Yeah.
So I understand the idea of punting it. They don't have timeouts. You think about before the half, we found a way to stop them. Vato made a fantastic tackle on TJ Hawkinson to keep him out of the sideline to basically stop the clock. It was a minute 47 left. Now, I'm going to be the voice of reason on this, guys, and kind of giving an idea on this. I'm trying to calm everybody's nerves.
You better give me something good, bro.
Because I tell you right now, I'm having a freaking heart attack right now, dude, bro.
Hey, look.
I'm at 160. Guys, call the
Listen to me.
paramedics,
Listen
dude.
to me.
I'm at
Listen to me.
160, bro.
You better bring the heat because I'm
Bro.
cooking in the kitchen right now, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
hey, I'm
It's hard,
hot.
dude.
I'm hot from
It's
that.
hard. It's
and
hard. It's
I
hard.
get it. All right, let me just listen to me. Listen to me. I'm trying to
Listen to me.
let me tell you something.
Emotional damage. Hey, we need that. We need that line up. We need that line up right now. Emotional damage.
Oh man. All right, so here you go. Here's the scenario. All right, before the half, we found a way to stop them when they had no timeouts. Great, all grand. You kind of hope that you could do that again. But a minute 47, look, Kirk Cousins is not a pushover quarterback by any means. I do feel he's not a finisher quarterback by any means. And he did not finish in this game by any means. So I think that's kind of where Brandon Staley's head was at, is like, look, I think he's going to find a way to not score a touchdown on us. High risk, because Cousins had a fantastic game all around. Now, here you go. You did get it on 4th and 1. It was by inches at that point. It was almost like you could have ended that game at that point to an extent at that point. And they had no timeouts. Minute 47. You could have clicked down that clock to basically, 30 seconds, maybe or less, 20-something seconds, even not doing a timeout or anything at all at that point. And if they got that first down, you could have punted it 20 seconds. You say, well, we have a great chance that we're going to be able to hold them for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I kind of look at it both ways. Now, I also looked at it the other way as, okay, if you don't make it, there's a minute 47 and they have to find a way to be able to get a touchdown on us. High risk to do that because anything could happen at that point. Jetta got injured. TJ Hawkinson got just freaking rocked at that last little play. But high risk. I'm just looking at it both ways of Brandon Staley's head on this. I know everybody wants his head, but think of both sides on it. Like, I don't know. Maybe I sound like a ridiculous person thinking this, but
you do sound like a ridiculous person.
Yeah,
right now. You sound like a ridiculous person, dude. Hey, chat. What do you think? Does he sound like a ridiculous person right now, bro? You are standing on a horrible leg right now, dude. Like, look, I don't even care, bro. Like, just kick the fucking ball, dude. Like,
any way you slice it right now, I'm just like, nah, bro.
Kick the ball, dude. Kick the ball. Like, I don't get it.
But was our defense working?
No,
we didn't have Derwin out there. Thule wasn't out there. Thule was out there. He was a wrecking ball. We'll chat about him here in a bit.
Yeah, I know.
Bosa wasn't out there.
Really
Mac
good.
has been non-existent for the first 3 games. We had Raheem Lane, who eventually basically made a bad play call. I think it was kind of like
it wasn't
they didn't want to have a
bad
JC
play
Jackson
call.
situation.
They didn't even show the play. I don't even know what he did. Dude, guys, do you know how many penalties we had against us? It was crazy.
A lot.
Dude, it was 12 penalties for 94 yards.
Oh,
Bro,
my gosh.
Crazy.
They kept them in the game. The penalties kept them in the game. That was it. Here, let's just review the stats real quick. All right, so let's just go through the stats real fast. I was looking at this. Okay. 475 total yards, both sides of the ball.
Both sides.
Oh,
Both sides of the ball.
My gosh.
Guys, think about this just for a second, though. Think about that for a second, right? Dude, it's hard to even put into words. Like, even the last game we lost, and I think they had 2 more yards than us, something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They had more penalties. Look at the passing yards. Okay, clearly we beat in passing. Herbert balled out.
Yeah.
Rushing yards. Okay, there are arguments that Austin Eckler has been sitting out purposefully so he could prove to the Chargers that he needs to get paid more money.
Yeah.
So, guys, in the chat, should we pay Austin Eckler whatever the hell he wants? Because, look, there is something to be said about him maybe not really being hurt and he's just sitting out. I keep thinking about that. Yards per play, 7.4 to 6.1. Great. Okay, we did better. First downs, 24. They had 31. Third down efficiency was better this week, not by a ton. 4th down, 1 for 2. Total plays, they had way more total plays. At least we're getting pressure on them. And like Thule, look at this right here. Penalties. Look at the time of possession. 33 of
Oh my
dude,
gosh.
come on. Dude, guys, like, that's concerning, folks.
Yeah.
Guys, what are your thoughts in the chat? Like, look, at the end of the I swear to God, dude, I'm having a straight up heart attack right now. I'm still struggling, dude.
I think since my wife's birthday is tomorrow, I was thinking I'm about to go get a massage because I got to mellow out. I got to mellow out right now because
you need some edibles, dude.
Yeah,
they legal in LA. Eat some edibles, cool your shit out.
Are they legal in Arizona though? Yeah, man.
They're
legal in Arizona.
I could ship
Arizona.
them. Okay, well, fine. If they weren't, I would have shipped them to your house like tonight.
You know what? I need to take
overnight
one right now. I need to take one right now, folks. I need to take one right now. Good.
I'm going to point one thing out about that stat board, which is very, very wild to look at because here, wild stat. Bling. Our third down efficiency was 5 and 11, not good at all by any means. They were 5 and 14 on third downs at about their 9th possession. I believe it was. I think it was 8th possession that they had. That was like kind of late into the third. They were 1 and 9 on third downs at that point. 1 and 9 at that point. They allowed them to be able to just get rhythm late in this game. And this is not a pretty win by any means.
Nope.
You can't look at this as like, hey, this is great. We got good momentum. We clearly won this game. Yeah, by stats, by numbers, yes, we won this game. Not pretty. You cannot go out here and expect to win games. We are basically in the Air Coryell defense era right now.
Yeah, right.
Allowing 475 total yards with this team. Second time in 3 games.
Yeah, well, and so there's a lot to be said about that, right? And I really think that, look, bottom line, there's a lot to be said. I mean, there's a lot to be said. I'll say this: Brandon Staley is running risk. Now, I remember thinking about this earlier today. J.C. Jackson was pulled out of the game. Healthy scratch. What in the hell does that mean, guys?
Yeah,
that means he's healthy, but he ain't playing.
Yeah. Like what?
He's making $27 million this year. He is our most expensive player on the team. You realize that, right? Most expensive player.
Hey,
and he's not playing
this year.
Unreal. And we'll see where that ends up going. Now,
Hey, C. Mertlick. Yeah, what's up, man?
Appreciate it, my man. And yeah, couldn't run the ball all game, and we run it on 4th and 1. There was a lot of times that I was like, why are we running on a first down? We're doing like 1-yard plays on first down, no yards played on first downs, 2 yards runs up the gut. There was a lot of times that I'm like, dude, this almost sounds like it's like Joe Lombardi's offense all over again, guys. And it's really frustrating to see that kind of stuff. And man, appreciate it, by the way, on the comment, my man. Thanks for the donation, my man.
I definitely appreciate it.
But
so by the way, Aether, I'm sorry, this coach has to go. I'm done. Hey, dude. Hey, Staley, your man, dude. Like you're changing your tune. I get it,
bro. This is some real shit right now because if he doesn't if he's not on the Staley train anymore,
that's big.
This is big, dude. Yeah, because
he was constantly.
Yeah, we're always on the board with Staley, but man, if Aethier's not on this freaking Staley train anymore, we gotta this is big, serious stuff right now.
Yeah,
it really is, guys.
Yeah. In fact, look, that deserves something here. I got a little something cooked up for you.
Wait. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait.
That's exactly it.
That's exactly.
Do that again. Do that again.
No. Don't want to do it again. Yeah. No,
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Let me tell you something.
I didn't see it. Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it.
Do it again.
Wait. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Wait.
You need to put Brandon Staley's face on that.
Yeah.
Brandon Staley's face
that is
on
a meme coming through. That is a meme coming through right now.
Yeah.
4th and 1.
God.
Brandon Staley's face is on that.
That
would
perfect.
be excellent.
Yeah,
that is perfect.
But that was me trying to give a voice of reason to that whole situation.
Yes, exactly.
Let me tell you something. So, oh gosh, but look, Brandon Staley found a way to make it work, and I'll tell you what, if he did not make that happen and we did not get that win,
game over.
Yeah.
What? Oof.
Yeah.
I don't know where that would have gone.
I mean, he would have been fired at the bye week. Absolutely. Yeah.
After the bye, probably.
After the bye, if not before, I don't know. Like, there's just no way. Like,
yeah.
He saved his job for now.
Yeah. Well, but you know what? And we should beat the Raiders next week. Kyle will probably come out there for sure. And by the way, the Broncos look like a pile of horse shit against the freaking Dolphins.
Yeah.
I mean, that's called an ass kicking, dude. Like, I have never seen anything like that. That is bad, dude.
I heard on the radio.
Hey, Sean Payton, $18 million. Hey, Rich, what do you think about that $18 million you're paying for Sean Payton every year? He's a dipshit, dude. They're stupid, dude, for paying him that much money.
I actually saw, they said on the radio as I was driving home from the watch party that they were almost going to make the single game scoring record. I think they were like,
oh, really?
I think they're like 14 points shy of it. And at this point, they were actually trying not to score, by like the fourth quarter,
Wouldn't surprise me.
Oh my
What's
gosh.
insane is like Tua had 4 touchdowns, 309 yards passing, only had 3 incompletions in that game. They brought in Mike White, was 2 for 2, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. I mean, you got the backup coming in there destroying him. They have a running back that had 203 yards. Devin a chain, I think is you guys say his last name.
Yeah, a chain, yeah. 18
carries, 203 yards, 11.3 yards average per carry, 2 touchdowns. Raheem Mostert, 13 carries, 82 yards, 6.3 yards a carry with 3 touchdowns, dude. That is wow.
Well, I'll say this, dude. They're looking
man.
pretty freaking amazing, guys. And look, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's go back to J.C. Jackson real quick. What's going to happen with this guy? I remember somebody talking about that today. Guys, throw your questions out. My God, we've got way too many comments coming through here right now. Guys, we're looking at well over 200 comments at the moment. All right, so let's just be kind of quick, guys.
Yeah.
Throw your questions out. We'll keep talking.
We got over 200 people in the chat, man. Like, freaking amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love
okay.
it,
Right. Thomas Staley to go wherever we take. Look. Okay. I'm going to do a breakdown on the defense. I was actually just chatting with a friend of mine who was over here. I was kind of breaking down. She doesn't know too much about football. I was breaking down defensive schemes. I thought we should have gone dime a lot. I know we brought Marlowe up. I thought let's go dime more frequently. And then it was crazy that J.C. Jackson was scratched at the beginning of the game, which I thought was super nuts.
Yeah.
Here's my point. I think the NFL has figured out Brandon Staley's defense now. They figured it out. So he has to change. And Rye, you're exactly right. I don't understand why he hasn't adjusted. Clearly, he made the right decision not letting J.C. Jackson play because we got the W, but good God, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's sad, dude. Are we going to trade him away for a 7th-round pick? $27 million for that dude this year.
Yep.
$27 million, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, thanks, Rye, for the donation, by the way.
100%.
Brandon.
Yep.
Really appreciate it. And the thing about it is it's so hard to be able to look at Brandon Staley and kind of what is happening. If you really think of the trajectory of what Brandon Staley's done over the past 2 years, it hasn't gotten better at all.
No.
We're constantly looking at it as like we're getting worse. We're now having almost 500 yards of passing or total offense on our defense. It's not getting any better for us. And that's a hard situation for us. But hey, look, Carlos, yes, we are 1-2. Let's go. I mean, the season didn't just get derailed for us at that point.
Yep.
For the Vikings, long, hard road for them now, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. And Larry, you did predict this 28-24. You are
Nice,
the man,
Larry.
dude.
Nice.
Yep.
Good
Awesome,
job,
Larry. Good job, Larry. That's an amazing prediction. You
we'll
made
talk
it.
about Thule here. I'm going to give actually Jose over here. He put in a $2 donation, $2. He said, stop complaining. Penalties kept him in the game. 100%.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
We chatted completely
100%.
about that. There was a lot of dumb penalties at the wrong time that basically ended up extending drives. And that's frustrating for us to be able to see all that.
You have to, and again, I was saying to you guys, I'm like, is this scripted? Like, what's happening here? Like,
Right.
It felt so like perfect time to just throw a penalty on the Chargers.
Yeah.
So it comes down to the wire, and it's like, what is going on? Like, I just don't get that, you know?
Nope.
It's hard.
Thank
And,
you, Jose.
and Jose,
for the
you're exactly
donation
right.
comment, my
100%.
friend. But this was a wild one all around for us, guys. And it was almost once again, we came into this game as two desperate teams trying to get a win. And we found a way to get a win. We're in the game now, guys. I'll say this. I think I might have had a dream last night. I had a hard time sleeping last night, by the way, guys.
I think I might have had a dream last night.
I had a dream, nightmare, whatever it might have been. I still woke up at 5 a.m., which I normally do not do that, and I could not sleep. I woke up in like cold sweats or something, dude. It was so weird. But I had this idea that I was like, this team could be 5-2. Now, hopefully that really happens. Like, if this dream comes true, this would be the best turnaround I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God.
I would be
Well,
excited.
we'd have to beat the Cowgirls and the Queefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oy.
So,
Hey, Theory's got another comment here, by the way.
and the Ray turds, they suck. So, Theory, what's up? How we doing?
Theory, man. Thanks for the donation, my friend.
Dude.
Yeah, do we move on from J.C. Jackson after the season? What's the cap ramifications on that? Moving on.
Oh,
so, yes.
Good question.
It's
I
15
actually
mil
just looked
towards
at
the
that.
cap.
Yeah.
If we let him go, but then we save like $4.5 million basically next year.
Okay.
So it's not like a huge savings by any means.
Yeah.
But look, the thing about it is this defense is going to get gouged next year. There's going to be a lot of change on this defense. Now, we're talking about this after game 3. But at this point, you really don't feel very comfortable about J.C. Jackson by any mean right now. Like, you're paying him a lot of money. He's not working out right now. I mean, I am assuming that he's not going to play next week, too. They're probably going to try to correct some things till the Cowboys game and see where he's at that point. I don't know if it's something that they're just saying, hey, look, homeboy's leg ain't working out, because I personally think his leg is not 100% by any means. He shouldn't be playing, and we probably could have had a worse game than what we had, but we still had an awful game because we gave up 475 yards.
Yeah.
But next year's defense is going to be totally different. And this guy right now that's on the screen, this guy is
savage, dude.
A menace. I'm going to call him a
can't
menace, dude. Like,
do you remember when we drafted him? Do you remember what I said? I was like, dude, this guy seemed all chill. Like he was just hanging out with his family in the backyard. Wasn't even paying attention to anything going on.
He was talking about eating Korean barbecue and chicken wings at his draft party and stuff.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, dude, like you're going to the NFL, man. What's happening here, bro? Like, wow. I mean, what's happening, you know? But dude, he is just balling out. Look at, he got ripped leggings. Look at that. Ripped leggings.
Oh, yeah.
He's still out there playing, dude. He's still out there balling out.
Killing him. And then we also got another donation here from the Bolt Babes.
Hey,
$19.99 Bolt Babes. What up?
$20 make you holla. Woo,
Let's
woo.
go.
Hey, Bolt Babes.
Thank you from the Bolt
I will be at the
Bros.
Ray Turds game. I'll be at the Ray Turds game.
Oh, you actually are deciding to come? Yeah.
I told you I would come if we won this game.
Yeah.
If we didn't win, I wasn't going to come. I was going to get COVID, but I ain't got no COVID. I'm good.
I think for you just saying that, you're gonna end up getting COVID, dude. Like,
you're
COVID,
jinxing yourself there, bro.
I better not get COVID. I better not get no damn COVID, dude.
Yeah, let's go.
I better not get no COVID.
You give the COVID to the Raider fans. You know, that's cool. Dude, just show
I'll
up.
give them all to the Raider fans.
Who do the Raiders play this week? So that way we can hopefully they lose.
Yeah, I think they're.
By the way, Mike Williams' injury. Anybody got any ideas on Mike Williams' injury? I was looking at that the other day. Just a few seconds ago.
Yeah, they're playing Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so I saw that it was a Mike Williams. It was a knee injury.
Yes.
Don't know what that could be. It could be ACL, could be MCL. You know, hopefully it's not anything worse than that.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, knees are not a good injury to have in the NFL at all.
Definitely not.
Definitely.
You know, the one thing I'll say as a piece of positive news about that, though, is that when he did leave, they didn't just call him out. They said it was questionable to return. So
yeah.
Maybe I'm just looking at it in a positive light, because generally if it's really bad, it's out or doubtful, basically. So hope of it is that it's just probably a little sprain of some sort. I mean, it didn't look as bad as it looked. It wasn't like a Nick Chubb type situation from last week.
Sure.
Yep.
The one thing I'm going to say about that is that we got Josh Palmer that could step in, and we could see more of QJ. And like, Keenan Allen balled out this entire game, and we'll chat more about him too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think our emotions are still very high on this game, guys. I mean,
Yep.
It's a lot
Yeah,
to take.
yeah. So here we go. Herbert had a great game, guys. As we know, he freaking balled out. I mean, let's look at some of the stats, player stats. Herbert was 405 yards, 3 touchdowns. Scored me a shit ton of points in my fantasy league. Guys, y'all thought I was stupid drafting him 4th in the fantasy league.
Yeah, fourth overall. You got Herbert.
Overall.
Yeah, like,
kiss my ass, bitch. I did it. So whatever.
Hey.
Anyways.
Hey, you still a fool for doing that. I mean, the first 2
I
games.
don't care. I got him. He's on my team. Anyway.
I mean, the thing about it is, at this point, if he does, once again, shout out to Justin Herbert, his first 400-yard game, by the way, in his career.
Right.
Love seeing that. Crazy stat, too. Put that up again.
Wild stat.
The thing is, though, he actually has the most completions in a quarterback ever in the NFL history in the first 4 years as his career.
Nice.
Amazing to see that. This guy, and only had 7 incompletions this game. Like,
wow.
He was throwing the ball pretty much at will at this point. And
yes, he was.
And he has not had 1 turnover this year, too.
Not one.
Not one. I mean,
absolutely insane.
This is a historic rate right now of where Justin Herbert's going right now.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was talking to Aether a little bit in the chat, and I was like, look, I mean, this game is 100%. I think this team is literally on Justin Herbert's shoulders at this point. He needs to be the one to make them win, like purely. It's 100% on Justin Herbert.
I had an interesting thought. J.C. Jackson's probably getting traded away. We're probably dumping it. This is a completely side thought, but I was just looking at Michael Davis. Michael Davis is getting paid, I think, $8 million this year.
Yeah,
he's 4% of the salary cap. Are we just going to dump J.C. Jackson and then put our money into Mikey Davis? Is what I'm assuming we'll probably end up doing.
Yeah,
because this is his 5th year.
Vato's the man.
He's our guy, dude. Undrafted free agent for BYU, man. He's just killing it, dude. So, look, and you're right. Thule, Zonk, Zont, and Votto balled out. I mean, they just
amazing.
Good to see you, Bert.
What did I say? What did I say about? I said Thule, Bosa, Mac. You're bound to get a sack, I think is what I said. When you put them on the line,
that's good. Yeah.
Basically, they're just 100% chance. Like, they're going to add so much pressure. And the thing is, when Bosa came out of this game, it kind of shifted things around a little bit too.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Hey, here's a donation here from Jose, by the way, too.
What up, Jose?
Thanks, Jose, man. I really appreciate it. Our defense made a lot of plays, man. I mean, and we did. I mean, at the same side, we made a lot of plays. I mean, we're going to chat a little bit more about that too, Jose, because
100%.
We did a really, really good job on some elements. Now, once again, giving up 475 yards of total offense is not a pretty thing. We are still going to be the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
So, not good. Not good.
You say that, and somehow we're supposed to feel happy about that.
Yeah, exactly. That ain't good.
We have a very early bye, week 5 bye, which sucks. And so it's interesting. I've had talks about Derwin James. Derwin James has been. Dude, he got another freaking penalty against him again this game. Like he hit some guy high, gets another. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, dude? Like, it just sucks to see this. But I asked the question, are we better off without Derwin James? That breaks my heart to even say that comment. But, dude, maybe we are. We played better without him last season. We played better with him without his not in the game at all. So we won. We won. And you're right, Jose, we won. It is what it is. Man.
And like that kind of goes into what we talked about, is that like he has too many assignments at one point. And, it's kind of like that whole old adage is like, okay, somebody's going to do it, but nobody knows who's going to do it, but it's got to get done, whatever like that, so like everyone thinks that Derwin James is going to do something, but he can't do everything. And that's just the problem is that like they send him around too much,
Well, and that's a really good point. This isn't a bad idea, Bolt Lightning, right? Let's trade Eckler for a quality back. He probably could come back anyways, right? At the end of the day, if we could start seeing one of these guys move, I mean, look, this team's got to get young fast, folks, right? And, I would say at this moment, you got to keep Allen probably next year. Keenan Allen's only going to get paid $12 million next year. Cap it. It's still $12 million damn dollars. But you can probably keep Keenan Allen. You probably let maybe Mac and J.C. Jackson go, and then maybe Bosa potentially draft another edge rusher. There's a lot to discuss, but dude, look at this. Lot to be said about all this stuff here, folks. A lot to be said.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty much impossible to go over all of the comments in this chat, but I'll say this though, like, what is going on with Isaiah Spiller? Like,
so strange.
Why
So strange.
Why are we not putting him in more? Like, he did have one run that looked pretty good and he looked aggressive and everything. There's a side that it's like, I love Joshua Kelly and I think he's a great back, but he's kind of really at this point now, 2 games in being the starting back, he's kind of looking more like a 2-back kind of guy. Now you need to start kind of blending in, Isaiah Spiller a little bit more. You need to start blending in these other guys. One thing I did not see out there was Deion Henley. I did not see Deion Henley out there, which was a little strange. I was hoping to see the Ranger out there, and Nick Niemann had a ton of
Niemann
as a starter, basically.
It was Niemann. Yeah, Niemann was out there pretty much.
There's a lot of these little like moves that I'm like, where are we going at right now with some of these guys? Like sometimes, I always say the analogy. It's like I feel like Brandon Staley was trying to put a square peg through a round hole on this right now. He's just saying like, hey, no, Josh Kelly's my guy. I'm just going to keep trying to see if it fits at some point. Look, change it up sometimes. You could throw in Dotson at some points. You could throw in Isaiah Spiller. You put a 4th-round pick on Isaiah Spiller. He should have some snaps at this point. And he's only had 2
Spiller
rushes.
did suck at blocking as well too, James. So Moses made a good point here.
That's true.
We didn't see Henley out there at all. It was pretty bad. K9 did a good job. Tough. Carlos said this, I need a beer. Very exciting.
Yes. 100%.
This is interesting, Johnny. Yeah, why don't we bootleg? I was a little bit surprised why we haven't bootlegged. That's an interesting conversation. I don't know.
Here we go. We got another donation from Bolt Babes. Let's put it as a priority here. $49.99.
Wow, $49.
Let's go,
baby.
Bolt Babes.
The babes are showing up. What's
Thank
going
you
on?
so much.
Bolt Babes. So I got to take my shirt off now, Bolt Babes? I mean,
there it is.
Okay.
It's a kid show. This is a kid show.
Okay, got it. Okay.
All right.
They put $10 each from every one of us. Can't wait to get our touchies from the Bolt Bros. Yes, we will be at the game next weekend. We love you. We love what you do, and we hope that we could help you guys grow your podcast. No, we appreciate it so much, Bolt Babes.
We'll be there
so much.
Question is, did they go $49 just to make it pink?
Yeah.
We probably did.
Yeah. That was intentional. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah,
so Andrew and Kyle will be there, and then our older sister actually will be there, I believe, too. So I don't know if Kelly will be there too. So there might be a couple Bolt sisters there.
We're gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights that weekend too. So yeah,
there you go.
I mean, I don't know. I think maybe the game might be enough of a horror. Anyways, all these Raiders fans around us. That's kind of
troglodytes. That's what they are. Any Charger bars in Phoenix, James? What's that place called? The Ainsley or whatever.
So the Ainsworth in downtown Phoenix is where I think it's the Bolt Pride crew or Die Hard Bolt Club, I think, or something like that. I don't think it's the Bolt Pride guys.
No, I think it's Bolt Pride 602. They go out.
But I want to say they do something separate though. I think they kind of meet up over in Goodyear, but I want to say it might be the Die Hard Bolt Club guys. But either which way, the Ainsley downtown, they do that. Also, there's another crew that meets out in Scottsdale at I know Andrew and I went there last year.
Oh yeah, what's that place called? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh my gosh, what is the
John?
name of it?
While he's looking at that chart to put on the best, scariest, closest, most awesome games in the NFL.
So true.
Ain't that the damn truth? Oh my God, I swear to God, I'm still having a heart attack. You need a defibrillator to watch the Chargers, man. I mean, it's unbelievable, dude.
Yeah.
They met at Backyards in.
That's right, Backyards.
Backyards in Scottsdale. Follow the Chargers fans in Arizona page for that. Also, Bolt Pride 602 and Die Hard Bolt Club Arizona to be able to get local parties here in Arizona.
Yeah, and one of the things I will say about Brandon Staley too, guys, and again, it's hard to discuss this, but he's all about the analytics, and I think he thought, okay, let's go for it. We should be okay. We should be able to get 1 or 2 yards.
Yeah.
In theory, the answer is yes. But in theory, holy smokes, you're in the NFL. These guys are pretty good. They know you're going to run the ball up the middle,
right?
Which is exactly what the hell they did.
Yeah.
What they should have done, in my opinion, I don't know if you saw, but the guy behind him, I think it was either Darius Davis or it was I don't know who it was. He was running to the side.
Yep.
They should have just faked him and then thrown it to him. That would have been a 20-yard play down the sideline.
Easily.
And I'm like, now is that on Herbert or is that on Kellen Moore? Because I think it might have been more on Herbert than Kellen Moore, in my opinion. Because I remember watching that and going, wow, like why did we run it up the middle? I mean, it made no sense because the play action on the opposite side was completely open. I want to watch that again because it looked to be like that was, an easy play. That happened last week. Darius Davis got that. It was like 4th and 2. And Darius Davis ran up the side, got like 12 yards. Little DD, little lightning bug,
right? Right.
Yep, absolutely. Now, this is a pretty good little comment here. It's from Anthony. But hey, we did play 3 really, really strong teams in the first 3 weeks. And
very strong team.
Guys, like, to be honest, if you look at like kind of what's going on with the Broncos and them getting throttled by the Dolphins. Yeah. We were right in that game with the Dolphins, guys. We were right in the game with the Titans. We found a way to basically get to the finish line in a most Charger-esque way to be able to get a dub here. But it is tough to watch, but at the same side, we're only a couple plays away from basically being a 3-0 team right now, where everybody will be talking about the Chargers being this great team right now. Yeah. Now we're 1-2. We got a little bit of an uphill battle to kind of work with, but it's much better than being 0-3 at this point. So,
yeah, good thought here from Robert. You want to take this? You want to tackle this question? One of you guys?
How did the defense win this game? How about all those missed tackles, blown coverage? Not to mention they were still drawing flags and almost helped Staley. Yelnats? Is this how I would say? Cost us the game. Look, I mean, the defense, I'll say, we gave it 475 yards. That's not good. This is literally the early or late 70s, early 80s defense with Don Coryell, pretty much. We're just not finding ways to stop offenses at all. It's really going to ride on Justin Herbert to basically make this team work. 100%.
Well, okay. So I think next week will be a good barometer for us. I'll give a little
100%.
Yeah. Because if we absolutely destroy, like dismantle the Raiders, then this would just goes to show you Titans are a good team. Well, Titans, I think they got blown out by Cleveland today, which kind of blows me away. I didn't expect that. Yeah, they're 27-3. Good God.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe not.
Cleveland's a better team than we thought,
Yeah. And
by the way, the Colts beat the Ravens today, 22-19. Once again, a balancing act in the AFC. Yes, in OT.
Wow.
And that's with Gardner Minshew, Jesus quarterback.
The second coming of Jesus.
Second coming of Jesus.
Yeah, but and you're right, Aether. But again, it is one of those situations where you have to say, look, okay, there's a lot to discuss. We'll discuss more about this. We'll unpack this a lot more, folks. Right? I don't want to get too deep in the weeds. Okay, this man balled out straight up,
killed it.
Keenan Allen,
yep, did so good.
Balled out, dude, bro, guys, 215 yards, 18 receptions,
nice,
unreal,
and he threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah. To Mike Will. Like, amazing. And by the way, he is now the number 2 all-time Charger yards, wide receiver for Chargers history right now. He just eclipsed Lance Allworth now. Number 1 is still Antonio Gates. Think about that. He was playing with Antonio Gates. How cool was that?
Let me show you something. Look at this.
Let me show you something.
Joshua Kelly had 11 rushes for 12 yards.
Yeah.
Herbert had 2 rushes for 11 yards. Miller had 2 for 7 yards. Guys, that's a problem.
This is a massive problem. Yeah.
Not good.
There's nothing good about that.
I mean, it's clear we need Eckler out there. I mean, if the fact is that he's out there, faking his injury, so that way he's proving his worth to the team. I mean, that's kind of a power move. And I mean, it's kind of a sucky move or whatever, but it's like, I mean, we all see it. We all know his value. It's just the NFL just, doesn't want to pay running backs, because they get injured too often,
Well, and the argument is like, wow, how are our other running backs that bad? I mean, it just shocks me. Like, why the hell how do you not run the ball in a gap? It's A gap, B gap, or whatever, or just pick the hole, man. It's so weird. Yes, and I do talk to a therapist every week, just so you guys know. Bull Babes,
Well,
will be my therapist next week.
I thought we were, I thought this was group therapy right
Yeah,
now.
This is
That's
group
what-
therapy. This is good. This is
Yeah,
group therapy.
yeah,
This
We
is
should
group
rename our channel to Chargers Group Therapy.
Yes.
Chargers
podcast.
therapy. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh,
Gilman
jeez.
Gilman balled out quite a bit too, folks. Like he did
Yeah.
pretty well. Yeah, Gilman had 4 tackles and 1 assist. Guys, who had the most tackles? Michael Davis, 8 tackles.
Unreal.
Kenneth Murray had 7 and an interception.
Yeah.
Well, in the game, obviously. Nick Neiman straight up balled out. 5 tackles, 3 assists. He was a third. Wait, I said third. He was a third in on the defense.
Yep.
And then DJ was killing it, but he's out now, obviously. So just absolutely crazy to me, dude.
I mean,
Wow.
Gilman basically was the difference maker to this. I mean, obviously early on getting that fumble, making that happen at the goal line pretty much. It's crazy because the Vikings are literally cursed right now to where they just cannot contain or hold the dang ball. They have 2 more turnovers in this game. Like they literally are at a run rate right now of 9 turnovers this year, 3 turnovers a game right
It's
now.
crazy, dude.
It
That's
is
crazy.
unbelievable to be able to see what they're doing right now. Their ball security is terrible. I'm going to say, and we're not playing the Vikings anymore, and I'll say it now, they better stop having Madison be the running back. Put in Ty Chandler because that guy's a liability. Like absolute liability.
100%.
That guy cannot
100%.
He's got to have baby hands or something because the dude is dropping the ball. Like he is basically like a Melvin Gordon, in my opinion, at this point. Like, stop giving him the ball. Like, he does not need to be out on the field by any means.
You know, it really is interesting. And Bull Babes, we'll definitely be there as well. So hit us up. Like, let us know where you're at. Because, like, we were there at Thunder Rally. There's a lot going on. So just maybe message us, shoot us an email or something.
It's super chaotic all the time.
It is so chaotic. So, like, let us know where you're at. We'll be there early. I've got to go. I freaking hate the Raiders. You guys know this, dude. Good
hey,
God,
don't
dude.
fight any of them, dude. I know you're going to get all
I-
mad and heated.
You know I will, dude. Like, I hate those guys. Okay, so Votto is not the man. What y'all talking about? Yeah, dude, look, hey, he balled out, dude. He did okay. He did fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the things that I'll say about NFL defenses, folks, is that it's bend, don't break always. It's always bend, don't break. It's always bend, don't break. It's never get in your face. Now, teams that do that are like the Steelers, the Ravens do that quite often. They blitz a lot more. Actually, the Vikings, did you notice the Vikings blitz on us a ton? I think they blitz
A ton.
Yeah, it was almost 50% of the time I think they blitzed. And so, look, a win is a win. You're exactly right, Al. But, man, dude, it's, and again, DJ, I wonder, man, there's something to be said about some of these decision makings, folks. Like, I just don't see a lot going on here. It's a little scary to think about, right? It would be interesting to see what happens, Larry. I was thinking, like, okay, maybe they should start trading some of these players. I don't want them to. But if we can get some 3rd or 4th round picks and maybe start cleaning up some salary cap for next season, why not, man? I don't know.
Here you go. Here's the update from Mike Williams from Tom Pelissero's Twitter.
Okay.
Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams rode a cart back to the bus at US Bank Stadium with left leg in a brace. His knee injury looked bad on the field, and they'll have an MRI on Monday to determine the extent of it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna put this up on the. I'm gonna put this up on. I'll do a little post on our YouTube as well. As I'm doing, guys, it's called multitasking. That's what I do.
That's
I
right,
multitask.
baby. That's right.
I'm
baby.
straight up awesome. Yeah, I multitask. That's what I do.
Sure.
Say again, Kyle. What's that, Kyle?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's just a lot going on here, folks. Okay, well,
Hey, I'm going to say one more thing too. NFL is wild. Who ended up throttling a team that you should have not have, beat? Texans beat the Jaguars 37-17.
Yep.
Like, you
Crazy.
understand, like, even being at 1-2 right now, like you're in this league right now. Like, you're in the area right now. I mean, this is like a big win in general. It's just such a wild 3 weeks so far in the NFL. Like, the script that the NFL has wrote right now is straight up roller coaster ride for everybody's team right now. So Chargers got to figure out their defense because this could only go for so long.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, and again, you have to just keep asking yourself this question, like, how is this possible, right? Like, come on, guys. Like, there's no way it should be going. It shouldn't be this way. Like, I get it, but you have to ask yourself this question: do we have some legacy football players that Coach Staley just keeps favoring that, quite frankly, should be put out to pasture?
Yeah.
Look at J.C. Jackson. I get it. The man's hurt. He wanted to come back out, but he's getting old, and he hasn't done well, and he's done nothing well in the defense since he's been here with us. So, oh, man. Bolt Babes, let's do some shots together at Thunder Alley next week. Oh, here we go. Bolt Babes, please take your shirt off. Oh, I'll send it to you later. I'll do a bathroom shirt off selfie, okay? I'll shoot it over to you guys.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man, you were like the
joking. You know,
definition of a thought right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What? A thought?
A thought. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, you know what thought is.
Oh my God. Oh, this is great. So I will say this, guys, it's been amazing. Let's just review the stats one more time, guys. There's not a whole lot to discuss here.
Chico, were you there, by the way? Were you at the game? It seems like they said the environment was wild. I'm sure it was insane, to be there. It was insane when they were in Arizona last year, by the way. There was a ton of Chargers.
It was incredible.
Everything. It was, and the way we ended that was very Chargers-esque on the most roller coaster ride way to end a game.
So 405 yards, Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Josh Kelly, horrible running game. What the hell's going on there?
Yeah.
But look at this, guys. Here's the argument, though, guys. Is Herbert favoring two players? Okay, well, Williams is going to be gone. Probably.
Yeah.
I don't even know. He might be gone a while.
He might be gone for at least 6 weeks. I mean,
they did not look good.
Yeah.
It did not look good.
He put his towel over his face and everything. I mean, he had a good game, though, too. 121 yards. Look at that, But, man.
Remember, Herbert missed him wide open downfield in that one. There was one play where he's completely wide open.
Yeah.
And he would have had another touchdown. It would have been a beautiful thing to watch.
So Palmer's got to move up. Everett's got to move up. Quentin's got to move up.
Yep.
So everyone just moves up. Williams will be out. Davis. Oh, and then we're also getting Guyton back week 5. So, well, at least that's the plan.
Yeah.
Micah Davis. Look at Murray, Neiman, Derwin James, Asante, Thule, dude. Look at that. Thule, bro. That guy is straight up balling out, dude.
Yeah.
Gilman.
Dude, that guy is a menace. Absolute menace. Like, the way he plays, man, he's got that straight up juice. Like, I haven't seen that in a long time from one of our edge defenders, in my opinion. I'm not saying that Joey Bosa's not like got that juice, but like there is something vicious about Thule that I really enjoy in his 2-game sample right now. That guy, menace, absolute menace. I'm going to call him menace from now on.
I believe Kenneth Murray got a game ball, Al. I saw that on.
He's got it. Yeah, he's. Yeah,
I think he did.
To be honest, man, like he's doing actually better than I've seen in a very long time.
Crazy.
Yeah, like, he looks very, very comfortable out there. He looks really, really confident in general. I mean, he's making very, very good decisions. Like, it's kind of odd to think like he might just be the green dot guy. Like, if he keeps this up, he might be that dude for us. He might be that guy.
Yeah.
Wow. So J.C. Jackson, it'd be interesting to see if he comes out and plays next week. I wouldn't be surprised if he suited up for next week, but man, absolutely crazy to me. I mean, we'll see what happens. Yeah, Gilman and Thule were all over the place. Boy.
Wow. Crazy stat. Next gen stats. Vikings blitz Justin Herbert on 40 of his 50 dropbacks.
Yep.
Wow. The second highest blitz rate, 82% in a game in the next gen stats era. Herbert averaged 2.26 seconds time to throw. His first game under 2.40 seconds in his career, and had a career high of 16% completion percentage. Plus 16% completion percentage, I believe is what it is. Wild to see that.
So,
I mean,
what we're going to see now is they're not going to blitz him anymore.
Nope. Don't do it. You're gonna get destroyed pretty much. Don't
so
do it.
This was ridiculous to me. I still don't even have an idea what that was all about. That was not a fumble. That was ridiculous. What was that in the second quarter or something like that? I was so pissed off as well too. It's just unbelievable.
Dude, I swear they said, "Yep, it's a fumble," and the Chargers had it. And I was like, "Oh, cool."
Yeah,
And Vikings had the ball, and I was like, "Wait, what did I just see? Like, was I in the Matrix or something? All of a sudden, like,
I don't know what the heck that was about, man. Like that was so ridiculous. We totally
that was
had
one of the
that
dumbest things I've ever seen. Horrible.
so bizarre.
And Barnaby, no, he's not. Like, I really think this might be the end of Williams with the Chargers, at least for next season. Because they can let him go or trade him off or do something. You never know. And then Jalen Guyton, as we tell, he will probably be back. He'll be eligible week 5, so right after the bye week. So going into the Cowgirls game.
Hey, by the way, Jeff Miller tweeted out about the post-game interview with Brandon Staley. Said he asked about the decision on J.C. Jackson. He said because he felt this group of defensive backs gave the Chargers the best chance to win today. That read between the lines a little bit on that. J.C. Jackson ain't working out so well for us.
Yep,
we just got to go with a different group, pretty much.
Right.
Okay, that brings up an interesting question. Why would you ever get anybody from the Patriots defense? Every single coach, player, anyone from Belichick's system does not work out anywhere else. They suck.
Never.
Look at McDickhead down there in Vegas, dude. That guy's a freaking moron, dude. That guy's a straight up moron. I'm not joking. That guy's stupid. And okay, whatever, pay him. Great, Raiders. Hire a stupid coach. Fine. You're okay. Yeah. And the Broncos did it as well, too. Sean Payton's stupid, dude. Guys, $18 million a year. They're 0-3. And they got their asses destroyed by Miami.
Yeah.
Destroyed.
You know, wild. I'm going to talk to my Bronco friend. We always have a call on Monday, and we just chat football. And, dude, I'm sure he's already off the bus because it went from when he hired him, like, oh, man, I don't want Sean Payton to – you know what? I like what Sean Payton's doing inside. And because it was like these crazy rumors that I guess previously, Russell Wilson had like the corner office in the headquarters, like where the GM should have been. And then he had like his homies just hanging around. Like, it was like he was running the show pretty much. And then he's like, when Sean Payton came in, he's like, hey, we're done with that. Cut. You're done. And he's like, yeah, I like what he's doing. I think he's doing a great job. Yeah, you're 0-3 now, bud. Like
you're 0-3 now, bud.
I'm sure your tone is changed right now. Like, but he started kind of after like week 1. I mean, he went to the Raiders Broncos game on week 1, and he started kind of changing his tone. Like, we're going to be garbage. Like, that's, dude, getting 70 points thrown on you. Remember Jeff Saturday getting blown out or basically losing that one game last year to the Vikings.
Right.
That pretty much sealed his fate. Like, dude, I mean, I know it's week 3. I get it. I'm sure they signed him to a 5-year contract at $20 million a season or whatever it might have been. Just a lot of money.
Right.
But yikes. You should be a better coach than that, my friend. You should be a better coach.
I think K9's definitely going to get his 5th-year option picked up. He is straight up balling the hell out, dude.
We can't pick it up. We declined it.
We already declined it.
I'm sorry, not picking it up, but we'll re-sign him. That's what I'm saying.
You think
we're
we're
going to offer him.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Drew Tranquil was balling out his 5th-year thing. Didn't keep him. Nuchina Nwasu, he was balling out his last year. No, Kaiser White. They balled out his last year too. They didn't sign him. So it's just. I don't know. I'm really pessimistic towards them actually signing him for some reason,
I'll tell you what, though. A lot of linebackers are getting around pretty cheap these days.
Yeah.
So what if we were able to get him for like a 2-year, $8 million contract at $4 million a season? Like guarantee $5 million of that?
Right.
Would he stick around? Who knows? I mean, it's early in the season. We'll see how it progresses.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. And no lube, Larry. No lube. Right here. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is crazy. And I thought this was kind of weird too. Should we have accepted the 10-yard penalty to force a 3rd and 16? Because it seemed clear to me that the Vikings needed to go for a 4th and 6. I kind of thought the same thing. That seemed like a little weird penalty. I'm kind of wondering why they went that way. I don't know. Anyways, how can we get Justin Jefferson to play with Herb? Yeah, well, that'd be great too. Look, we got some good players on our team, man. Like, and look, I think Guyton will be back will be good. It's a bummer about Williams. That's going to be pretty bad. But, clearly we need Q to step up. Palmer will step up. Palmer stepped up as well too, guys. Yeah.
And the crazy thing about Justin Jefferson, I don't think they signed him to an extension by any means. So he's on his 4th season now, I believe, because he was in the 2020 draft, which that will go down as one of the best drafts possibly in history, especially for quarterbacks. Wide receivers, phenomenal out of there too. So but Justin Jefferson, the guy is an absolute stud, and I want to say that they basically have not signed him to an extension. So he's still on his rookie base contract. They did pick up his 5th year option already at 19.7 mil. So he's pretty much going to be there. A lot of talk came out of this. It was, I think, Gronkowski.
Thank you, Leon. I appreciate that.
Oh, Leon,
yeah, Leon. What's
appreciate
up,
it,
bro?
My friend.
Oh,
But,
he's a Titans fan too, showing some love. That's crazy. That's awesome.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
dude. But yeah, just quick little thought. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Vikings, because I heard that they were talking about possibly finding a way to trade Kirk Cousins off.
Oh,
yep.
And
to the Jets.
And the Jets would make total sense. Sense that Davis could push him off to them.
Well, dude, and I tell you, Zach Wilson looked like hot garbage, dude. I can't even believe how bad he looks, dude. I'm like, whoa. Guys, let me throw out the stats for 3 weeks. Justin Herbert, 90 for 121, almost 1,000 yards passing, 7 TDs, 0 interceptions. Bro, it ain't an offense problem, folks.
Nope.
It ain't an offense problem. It is a defense problem at this point.
Yep.
And Leon, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, especially since you're a Titans fan. That's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, man. No, we really appreciate that, Leon. And just to kind of bring up the whole thing, like, if it's not an offense situation, it's a defensive situation. The head coach is the defensive guru to an extent. Do you really still think that Brandon Staley's on the hot seat regardless? And I'm going to say yes. He's still on the hot seat.
He's still definitely on that hot seat. Yeah. We only won by 4 points, and we literally, and a lot of us gave him every opportunity to win that game.
To win. Yep.
Yeah. So
it's a wild conversation to think about that. This to me, this win for myself, in my sanity, in my health, this at least kind of eases my blood pressure down just a little bit. Hopefully I could sleep better tonight because of this win. But at the same side, it's got a lot of pressure on Brandon Staley. We have a good chance that we could go 2-2 in the bye. That will be nice. That would be very nice, because after that, we have to find a way to be able to split between the Chiefs and the Cowboys to really kind of stay relevant at that point. Yeah. And the schedule tends to get a little easier for us. After a little
easier for a while. So then I think we could go on a run. Mac did play. He was a bit actually. Gone. Yeah, he had dude. He had 1 tackle. Yep. I no clue.
Yeah.
Chicken Parm absolutely killed it. And I saw you in the chat, Samara Till.
Oh yeah.
Okay. He was in the chat. We saw you. James and I were monitoring the chat on
Sunday Ticket stream
on YouTube. Sunday Ticket. It was awesome. So we were out there as well. Oh my God, guys! I swear, amazing. And this Tully and Bosa combo is looking amazing. So, what does that tell you, folks? Next year, Mac is probably gone for sure, which is kind of sad. And Bosa knows that. He's talked about it. He probably won't play with Mac again this next season, but we'll probably pick up another edge rusher in the draft next season. Rumpshaker's probably gone, I would assume, because I think Rumpshaker, didn't he have a 5th year contract as well too? And we didn't pick that up.
Yep. No. Yeah, this is his last season on contract, I believe.
That's right. Yep. So I think he'll probably be gone. He has not panned out well, as we all know. But oh no, here we go. We got some spammer in there now, guys. Okay,
get it out of here.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. Here we go. Chargers tried to lose, but the Viking beat us to it.
That's exactly it. That's
Guys,
exactly it.
You have had some of the best comments. We should have highlighted some of your guys' comments as well too, man. I tell you, you guys have some great comments. Yeah, the Rump Shaker. Oh my God. Well, guys, we're here about an hour. I think we should probably wrap it up here. Who wants to go first at this moment? General thoughts, guys. We're gonna have plenty of videos coming your way, right? So,
Yeah,
I'll let Kyle will go with his last thoughts.
I've been kind of quiet, yeah, but like, yeah, I mean, because I was kind of gathering some meme stuff together so I can make some funny content about like our win and stuff. But I mean, this was an ugly win. Yeah, a win is a win is a win. But I mean, there's no reason for Brandon Staley to have put us in that situation in that fourth quarter, like with almost 2 minutes left to go. Like they had all the timeouts. I mean, I know James really tried to tell us something about that, but I can't be talked off this ledge right now, man. I'm still here,
Yeah, seriously, my blood pressure is ridiculous right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, we won the game, but there's still a lot of things that need to change in this defense. I mean, okay, taking Derwin James out, or Derwin James getting injured. It looks like apparently it's a hamstring injury. So we're gonna start hearing about those soft tissue issues again.
Yeah,
dude. And having JC Jackson out, like that could have potentially helped us, but I don't know. I mean, it's I'm not comfortable going into this Raiders week 4 Raiders game. I'm not. Like I know, we should beat the Raiders, but I'm not comfortable with what we showed today because we always tend to let the other team hang on and stay close because they want to have exciting football. It's like, I don't know why, but just, I would love to see a game like the Dolphins did against the Broncos. Let's score 70 points on them, let's see something like that, like, and if, I don't know, like, that's just kind of my thoughts. Like, I'm happy we got the win, but I'm not excited for week 4 against the Raiders. So that's my thoughts.
Dude, 70-20.
Yeah.
70-20. That is freaking ridiculous, guys.
Insane.
That is, I don't even know what you call that, dude. Steamrolled. Like,
that's a
there's not even a word for it. That is complete embarrassment, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, that's just Joe Lombardi being Dumbardi again. Can't get his offense off the ground.
Yeah, he's a moron. Go ahead, James.
So pre-game, I said, if you put this team together in one word, what is that word? And I said, this team basically lacks cohesiveness and still lacks cohesiveness. Now, I'm going to say, offensively, Justin Herbert is doing everything he possibly can to basically win this game. And he played elite level today, in my opinion. Like, you couldn't ask for a better game out of a quarterback. And he did what he needed to do to win this game. But gosh, just watching how bad this defense is. This is a historical level of probably of all defenses. We've almost had 2 games of giving over 500 yards. This is bad. This is really, really bad. We need to find a way to get right. Now, next week against the Raiders, you got a pretty tough matchup there still too, guys. Like, you still have Devontae Adams, one of the best wide receivers in the league. I mean, Jimmy G, well, if you got him on a fantasy league, you might want to play him against us. Just throw it out there. But bottom line, we need to find a way to get this team to be cohesive. I would love to be able to see next week against the Raiders that they just kind of figure it out. They figure it out defensively. We figure out how to be able to be a cohesive team. I think Eric Kendricks will probably be back by next week. I'm assuming that. Thule, we'll see what happens with Bosa. We'll see what happens with Derwin. I don't think Derwin will be back out there this week, so it'll probably end up being JT Woods for us next week. But guys, we got to find cohesiveness with this team. A win is great. I love it. I feel still rattled by that game, but hey, I've been a Charger fan for decades. I've been through this. And we got to find a game that we could feel comfortable about for once.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's my last thoughts.
Yeah, so this is pretty great, Marcus. Defenders should be flagged every time they hit an offensive player too hard. Oh my God. It's ridiculous, dude.
It's ridiculous.
Bullshit calls, dude. Like, guys, I get it. But dude, I'm sorry. It's not a tickling contest out there. You know what I mean? Like, dude,
Yeah.
it's bullshit. Like, Derwin James got flagged $100,000 for that hit on Kelsey when he picked him up and slammed him.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, come on. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's I mean, come on. It's a tickling contest. It's stupid at this point, right?
Mm-hmm.
The NFL is starting to become kind of ridiculous. I understand people don't want to get hurt, yada, yada. Look, at the end of the day, a win's a win. I've always said this, though. It takes 4 weeks for a team to figure themselves out. We could very easily be 3-0 right now, but we're 1-2. I think we should be the Raiders next week. It should not be a problem. I mean, they're a dumpster fire, dude.
Yeah.
Josh McDickhead, that guy sucks. And so, look, I just think either way we should win that game. My point is, though, will we? Because this team tends to find ways to make things way too difficult, right? So,
Oh yeah.
And by the way, yeah, Derwin James is not dirty, dude. He's not that guy that's going to go out there and hit guys, and he's definitely not a dirty player, you know. And again, it's a little weird to me how often, you know, Derwin James has been flagged. Clearly, I think the NFL's got it out for him. You know what? Maybe letting him sit for a little while might not be a bad thing at this point. But guys, at the end of the day, we got a W. We got a lot of content coming your directions. We need to decompress. I need to smoke some weed or something. I need to chill out, dude, because like I need to freaking relax, take an edible or some shit, dude. It's pretty bad, dude.
Dude, I gotta say one thing, guys. What did we talk about in this? We said, hey, look, we should wear our LaDainian Tomlinson jerseys.
Oh, yeah, we got
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It worked.
Hey,
It worked.
That's
And
right.
then you got your Rivers jersey.
I didn't wear LT. I wore Rivers. You know, because
Dude.
I was like, all right, yeah.
Keep this
Okay.
outfit for game day from now on.
All right, I'm wearing this again for the Raiders next week.
Yep.
So.
Game day, I'm wearing
Yep.
this same outfit.
I'm
same
wearing
hat.
this jersey.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
LT jersey, dude. That's what I'm wearing, dude. That's what I'm wearing. Yep, I'm wearing, dude. I'm wearing.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
I'm a
you know?
little stitious.
I'm
Exactly.
a little stitious. I like that, dude. Oh my God, I love it. All righty, guys. Well, we're the Bolt Bros. Oh my goodness, guys. A lot of content coming your directions. We'll probably do a recap tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see where we're at. I guess we're gonna let this one go. All right, guys.
Get it,
Let's
guys.
do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.